Hi, I'm Laura, and this is a short film about accreditation in the accommodation industry and why quality matters. If you want to know more about the accreditation scheme, who it's for and why, and how to get involved, then this is the film for you. So first of all, let's hear from Visit Britain.
When the visitor's looking to book accommodation, they need to look at a number of different aspects. They need to look at the location, they need to look at the price, the availability, and make some sort of assessment of quality. It is exactly the same scheme between the AA and Visit Britain, so it's a nationally recognised scheme. People do recognise a quality standard, and they want to be reassured that accommodation providers have been assessed independently.
Quality is what everybody is looking for. More and more people now travel abroad. They go to purpose-built hotels and they see what they've got to offer. So we've got to move the quality up, not just in Blackpool, but in the whole country.
Now let's hear from the Lancashire Blackpool Tourist Board.
We have an extremely good working relationship with both the council and Stay Blackpool. And certainly from our perspective, the ambition that the town has to become a 21st century world-class resort is something that Lancashire Blackpool Tourist Board fully supports and endorses. So what we're trying to do there is work with them. Obviously Blackpool are doing the infrastructure and the general regeneration of the seafront, but what we see is perhaps what I would describe as the softer side. So we're working with businesses to improve the quality agenda. Also, as well, we're working with businesses to improve their profitability through a number of business advice initiatives, and again, working alongside our key partners in that. And then finally, and significantly for me, is the Blackpool Welcome. This is something that we've engaged with Visit Britain, the National Tourist Board, to develop a bespoke welcome to Blackpool, which is very important. Customer service is very important as far as visitors are concerned, and if we can improve the quality of our customer care, then that's got to be good for the town.
Stay Blackpool is an association for accommodation providers within the town, and we are firmly behind the drive by Blackpool to up the standards in the town.
The Lancashire Blackpool Tourist Board have as their two principal goals quality and business excellence. Of course, we've got an important gateway site in Blackpool International Airport, bringing additional visitors into the town, and certainly from our perspective it's a very competitive world that we're living in, and at the end of the day the visitors are looking for that good value for money. So it's extremely important that we improve that quality and business excellence that the operators are providing to make sure that we attract those overseas visitors to Lancashire and to Blackpool. The Lancashire and Blackpool Tourist Board, right from its outset when we were formed as a company in 2004, have adopted an inspected-only policy, which means that we will not promote any accommodation that isn't already nationally accredited.
Now let's hear what some accommodation providers have to say.
Well, I think in this day and age you need guest confidence in the accommodation, something that we didn't have when we took over formerly the Cecil, which is now the Waterford. Guests at an instant can see a quality grade which is nationally recognised, not only in this country but internationally, so we thought it was the only way to go for the forward planning of the business.
It was always our aim when we opened the business that one of the first things we planned to do was to obtain accreditation. We opened the business in June of 2006, and by August of 2006 we had obtained the 4-star accreditation.
It was due to we wanted to set ourselves out against the other hotels, and when we moved in there was a 3-diamond accreditation and we wanted to keep it.
We are a 2-star hotel, and we chose to take 2-star hotel as opposed to 3-star guest house because we felt that becoming a guest house again would be a retrograde step for us.
I was offered some advice, but I was so keen to get on with it. I just paid for it straight away, arranged a date for someone to come out to see us, and as I say, it was all done within a couple of months.
Yeah, the assessor we had come round to assess us has been very helpful. They're always there at the end of the phone if you have any questions or queries. They're there to help if you want to go up a star. They'll tell you what you need to do that. So if you're willing to put the investment in, there's no stopping.
And from the initial phone call we set up a free advisory visit, which the lady came round and pointed us in certain directions what we'd need to do to meet certain criteria. From there We then decided to go through the process, and we had our overnight stay, which was very simple, very organised, and it was as simple as that, no trouble at all.
We weren't quite sure what would happen. We obviously had a vague idea, but the assessor was very helpful, put us at ease straight away, and sat down with us. She was probably here for about 2 hours, but a lot of that time was based on questions that we had for her, things how perhaps we could improve certain things, and she was very ready to give us advice and assistance.
Trades dropped off in the 90s somewhat, and you needed to look and see what you could do to attract your share of what was coming to Blackpool. And it seemed to us that there's a huge number of what I class as substandard accommodation providers in this town, and we certainly didn't want to be one of them. So we finished en suite by that time, so we went for the host or qualification first, and it was a natural stepping stone across to national accreditation.
Well, the Lancashire and Blackpool Tourist Board not only would not promote accommodation providers that weren't already nationally quality assured, and therefore that's in our printed material as well as on our website. But equally so, we feed a lot of our information up to the Visit Britain site and the Enjoy England site. So again, operators that are coming into our scheme not only get the benefit of what we do as a regional tourist board, but also as a national board. They're getting access to their national publicity and promotion, which is worldwide, as you can imagine.
We get lots of people from abroad now, and we get lots of referrals from the conference office, same as everybody else. You know, being able to be on the conference list is one of the best things, because you're asked to put in your allocation of rooms for every conference that comes to Blackpool.
Well, 4 stars in Blackpool should be the same as Brighton, Bournemouth, Cardiff, Edinburgh. So the guests should have confidence.
I think the benefits of accreditation have got to be that A, you get a nicer class of people altogether, B, you seem to be on loads and loads of websites. Somebody once said to me it was between 35 and 40, and we've definitely seen an upturn in trade, and particularly via this TomTom scheme that Visit Britain have brought into effect. You know, the very first week it was working in October of last year, 2007, was we had 2 different guests arrived the same way, and since then it's worked quite well for us.
Yeah, I think with the accreditation it's given us the opportunity to be able to raise the price slightly, and we haven't found it puts people off. People are happy to pay more if they know they're going to get a better hotel stay at the end of it.
We know for Blackpool that our tariff is pretty high, but we believe that we are offering an excellent service, an excellent place to stay, and the 4-star accreditation mirrors that and explains to the guests why we are perhaps charging the prices that we charge. And I think guests, once they realise the quality they are obtaining, don't seem to have any problem in paying that. They feel that they're getting value for money.
Yeah, Blackpool is definitely reinventing itself, and it's great having a lovely resort, but if they've got nowhere nice to stay, then obviously there's a problem. So a lot of hotels need to get onto the accreditation.
Blackpool's only way forward, I believe, is to go with the quality and go with the accreditation. A lot of money's being spent on Blackpool at the moment, and I'm glad to think that the plan for the future, it seems to be going really well, and not just inside Blackpool but the surrounding areas. So Cleavers is looking excellent, and the fact all this money is being spent on Blackpool has got to be a good thing for the future, to bring more tourists into our resort and come staying at our accommodation.
We've got the right message going out now to our business people. Come on board, come along with the council, improve the quality of what you're providing for the visitors, and at the end of the day we'll all benefit from it.
So if you'd like to know more and take the next step, then here's who to contact. Thank you for watching.